The FIBA World Cup qualifiers are back for Window 2, and I am beyond excited for this weekend's slate of games. In another video, I'm going to be covering my reaction to some of the bigger matchups in Window 2. But in today's video, I want to focus my attention on Team USA's roster, as I think it's a pretty interestingly built team with some notable names. Now, the Americans have two games, one on Friday and one on Sunday, against the Dominican Republic and Mexico, respectively. And I think these are going to be a really good test, as these are two of the tougher teams in Group A. So, taking a look at the American roster here, we've got a collection of G League talent with some international guys and free agents sprinkled in, which isn't necessarily abnormal for rosters like this. Now, if I had to describe the roster construction here, it would be shooters and specialists is the two words I would use to describe them. Now, looking at the shooters here, there are 6 legitimate sharpshooters on the team, all shooting a very high clip on very high volume. Tevian Jones leading the way here, and Malcolm Hill shooting a ridiculous percentage on over 7 attempts per game. And I think all of these 6 guys have proven season after season that it's not a fluke, that they're all legitimate shooters that you could trust out there. And then also, I wanted to make a note here that Terry Taylor, he's just having a down season, it seems, in the Australian NBL. He's shot well in prior seasons in the G League, and so I think he's another name that you could add to this list. So going into the first specialist category, we've got passing, and I think I really like what the USA system did, bringing in 2 NBA veterans to lead the point. Elfrid Payton is an outstanding passer in every league he's been in. Looking at his assist to turnover ratio, it's 2.8, which anything above 2 shows that you're a great passer. Anything close to 3 is exceptional, and it just shows his game IQ out there. And I think also just the amount of NBA games, the experience that he brings with those is really going to show itself in this window. And then next I wanted to highlight Brandon Knight. I'm so glad that they brought him back from the last window. He played exceptionally well. And his assist turnover ratio, granted on a very small window 1 sample size here through 2 games, was 8.5. Obviously, he's not going to be able to keep that up. That's ridiculous. But it just, I don't know, it gets me excited to watch him in another window operate the offense. Now, the next little group of specialists here is our rebounders, our big men here. And Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is a fantastic big man, forward/big man in the G League right now. Look at his, I want to highlight his rebound percentage. Now, rebound percentage is just the amount of rebounds a player gets while they're playing in their minutes in any given game over the amount that they could get, the amount of missed shots that they could potentially get the rebound on. And looking at the scale at the bottom here, 20%, above 20%, those are going to be your all-star bigs or your exceptional rebounders. Think Andre Drummond, Nikola Jokic, Dennis Rodman. All of those guys have above a 20% rebound percentage. But in the next category, the great rebounders, that's 15 to 19%. Both Jeremiah Robinson-Earl and James Wiseman, who we'll talk a little bit more about in a second, have above a 15%. So it gets me really excited. I know that was one of the biggest pain points of the last window against Nicaragua, was we just weren't rebounding the ball well. And so I'm hoping that these 2 guys especially will turn that around. And then you'll notice the little gap here, and then Elfrid Payton is highlighted again. He is a very good rebounder for his position. For guards, anything above an 8 as their rebound percentage is fantastic. And you can see there that he's an 11 in the G League this season. And so hopefully he can rebound over some smaller guards that he's defending, and hopefully that'll lead to more fast breaks and just more success. And then finally, I didn't know what else to call this, so I just called it upside. I love that they got James Wiseman here. He is unlike any other player that they've gotten in these qualifying windows. Somebody that was a number 1 in his recruiting class, 5-star recruit, went to Memphis, played a couple games there, number 2 overall pick in the draft. I don't need to be highlighting all of this to you guys, but I just wanted to reiterate just how incredible it is that Team USA was able to land such a highly regarded player. I know he's been through his fair share of teams and fair share of injuries, but I think he has the chance to really show something within these windows and maybe earn his way back onto an NBA team's roster. He's super athletic. He is super lengthy. I think one of the biggest knocks on his game is simply that he can't read the floor well. Simply that he doesn't have the game IQ, I guess, to understand where help side defenders are coming from, to understand when traps are coming. But I think the slower FIBA game and the less mobile bigs will serve him very well on the offensive end. I think he won't struggle as much as he does in the NBA. And then also, I just think a lot of teams, especially the Dominican Republic and Mexico that he's playing against, they're not used to playing guys of his size, of his athleticism, of his basketball prowess. And so he has a chance to really show something out there. And who knows, if it doesn't work out in the NBA and he goes overseas, this could be an opportunity for Team USA to land a very highly regarded player and keep bringing them back keep bringing James Wiseman back for future qualifying windows, for AmeriCup. It could just be the start of a very, very lucrative relationship. Now, like I said earlier, I'm going to be posting reactions to all of the more important matchups of this window, and so keep your eye out this weekend for those videos as they come. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.